there are some harsh truths and some realities that some people haven't come to terms with to accept. But today, I'm here to talk to you about some things that may possibly make that easier for you. All right? Because whether you realize it or not, at some point, you're going to have to be alone. At some point, you're going to have to be by yourself. And this isn't an all the time thing. This isn't an everyday thing. This isn't a just go through life by yourself and never communicate, never talk to anyone, never be with anyone, never have anything good to say to anyone. No. Never have any moments to share with anyone. No. It's just that you're born alone and you're going to die alone. So for those of us who may be in a period in our life or in our lives where we feel that we're alone, you're supposed to be. All right? You're born alone and you're going to die alone. If you're alone right now in this period of your life, or whether you feel alone right now in this period of your life, you're going to have to learn how to accept that. It's best to be by yourself before you make friends, before you welcome people into your life. It's best to be your best friend. It's best to put God first. It's best to become comfortable with being alone and being by yourself, because there's nothing wrong with being alone and there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. A lot of people will say that, well, people were made to interact. People were made for each other. God made man for woman. God made woman for man. Those are true things. But God also made solitary time for us to experience. There are periods in our life where we're going to be alone. There are periods in our life where we're going to go through things and nobody's going to be there for us or to help us. Not to say that that's a bad thing, or not to say that there's something wrong with other people because of that. But there are times where you're not always going to have people around you or people by your side. There are times when you need someone. I will be by your side. There are times when you need someone, all right? And there are times where you're going to need someone. And during those times, you may not have anybody there. It may just be you and yourself. It may just be you and God. It may just be you and your own thoughts. Don't go get to calling people unless you need to speak to someone and you're having some conflicting thoughts or some troubling thoughts. Then call someone. Then talk to someone. But don't be an energy vampire. Don't call people to complain about something that may have happened to you, or something you may have caused for yourself, or something someone did to you. Don't even talk about what they did to you. All right? Don't even talk about those things. All right? When you're alone, the best thing for you to do is to figure out a way to accept that, to deal with that, and to become one with yourself. All right? It's amazing, just a sidebar, how you could put a camera on someone and change up their whole entire style. It's amazing how somebody could be watching you, and then as soon as you go to looking at them, they change everything. All right? Phones have made it easy for people to creep. All right? But you're allowed to put your phone right back onto them and, make them feel some type of way or uncomfortable. All right? But at some point in your life, you're going to be alone. All right? At some point in your life, you're going to just have to accept things for what they are. I could get up and move, or I could sit here and continue to let this lady record me. But the fact that I keep looking back at her, and the fact that I'm aware of what she's doing, it looks like she's about to get up and keep it smacking and move. Because what? I stared at her until she looked away. But besides that, at some point in your life, you're going to be alone. At some point, you're not always going to have people near you. At some point, you may have fake people near you, and those fake people may make you think that you're not alone until they do something to make you realize that, whoa, wait a minute, stop the press. This person's fake as hell, and they're around me just to soak up my energy and use me for my life force, or use me for what I'm able to give. Now think about that. All right, think about a situation like that. Wouldn't it be better to be alone, or wouldn't it be better to be by yourself than to be around a bunch of users, misusers, abusers, manipulators, fakers, haters, and debaters? All right, sometimes it's better to be by yourself, because you're born alone and you're going to die alone. All right, if you are one of those people that constantly needs someone to be there, you have to check yourself. All right, there are some people who are afraid to be by themselves. There are some people who are afraid to not be around someone, or to not be around other people. And that's crazy if you think about it, because you're born alone and you're going to die alone. You may have people there when your mother pushed you out of her womb. You may have people there waiting for you to take your final breath in the hospital room. God forbid. But it's all going to happen to us someday. It's all going to happen to us at some point. And when you go off into the unknown, they're not going to be there with you. They're not going with you. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It's not anybody else's time to go. They're there to just usher you back into the spirit world, into the spirit realm, and that's it. So you really are going to die alone. So there really are times where, when you're alone, just do your best to come to terms with it, accept it, and enjoy your peace that you have. Because when you think about it, there are people who aren't by themselves. There are people who wish they could be alone, have a moment to themselves, have some peace to themselves, and they're unable to get it. Whether it's a job, whether it's a situation, whether it's a living arrangement. All right, you have to welcome alone time, and you have to welcome your solitary time. Otherwise, you'll be anxious, you'll freak out, you won't be able to accept it. And what really helps is meditation can help, taking some deep breaths, calming yourself down, all right, not letting anxiety take a toll on you. If you feel anxious, take a deep breath. Prayer works, prayer changes things, but God also gave you a nose, a mouth, 2 lungs, fresh air for you to breathe. So if you're alone, don't just stay cooped up in your room, sad, upset, depressed. Get out. Go enjoy yourself. You don't have to have people around you to have a good time. You can go out and be by yourself and have the best time of your life. Go to the movies by yourself. Go out to eat by yourself. Go out to a new restaurant. You don't have to wait for somebody to take you on a date. You don't have to wait for somebody to say they want to go out with you. You don't have to wait for those things. You can enjoy yourself and your time whenever you want. And this is why being alone is important. When you're alone, it's some of the best times that you'll ever experience. You can figure out things about yourself, find out things about yourself, find out your likes, dislikes. You don't have to have people around you all the time, 24/7 in your face. You don't have to be in somebody's face all the time, 24/7. It's a blessing to have other people around. It's a blessing to have friends. It's a blessing to make connections. But just because you may not have that, or just because that may be over for you, or just because it's never even been there, doesn't make your life any less greater than the next person. Some people are together and more miserable than ever. Some people are unhappy. Whole group of friends out to eat, chilling, enjoying themselves. And some people are still unhappy. You have people who are even with people and they're unhappy. You have people who are unhappy together. Not to say they're unhappy together, not to say they're unhappy with each other, but together they're just 2 unhappy ass people. All right, unfulfilled. no life living, no dream having, no goal making, setting, no accomplishing of anything. There are whole groups of people that can go out, live it up, laugh it up, buy it up, and just be empty inside and be searching for what you can truly only find within yourself. All right, the kingdom of heaven is within. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Go within yourself, figure out some things about yourself, find out what you like, what you want to have, what you want to be, what you want to do, and then you can make the world your oyster. You don't have to sit around and just be alone or unhappy at the fact that you're alone. There are people right now who have created the lifestyle of their dreams, and they may be by themselves, they may be alone, people may not see them with anyone, but they have the best life ever. Why? Because they use that alone time to work on themselves, to work on their mind, to create a better life, a better tomorrow, a better future, a better reality. If you do something positive today and put something within yourself, invest your time, invest in yourself, invest in that business, invest in that dream, invest in your goals, you'll feel a lot better about yourself, your situation, your time. You'll probably want to spend more time alone than you do with others once you find out what you can actually do with that time. But people are so caught up on TV with the programs that they've received, having friends, being in large groups, going out, going to concerts, being where everybody else is at, FOMO, fear of missing out. What are you really missing out on when most of the people in those groups are lonely, either being abused, misused, manipulated, controlled, sucking up to other people, having to treat other people good who treat them bad? Imagine being in a group of people to where you got a person who's a total narcissist that is feeding on the energy of the people in those groups, because it's bound to happen. Egos clash. Somebody wants to be the head, somebody wants you to be the tail. If you're in that group and you outshine someone, or you outshine a person, or you make somebody feel unworthy or less than, or the attention shifts from that person to you, that person's going to end up hating you, resenting you, and that person's going to want you out of there. And this is why a lot of chosen ones and a lot of TIs end up having trouble trying to make friends, having trouble trying to even just cooperate with people at your job, and people don't know nothing about you, and people never even met you a day in their life, and people don't know more or anything more about you than what they already know about what's on that job, or about what's happening at that job, or about what they know when they see you when you come to work. Let you shift the energy in the room, which you do naturally as a chosen one. All right, as a high vibrational being, a person that's not a hater, a person that spreads love, a person that wants to be successful and see others win and have success. All right, a person that's person that's mind is geared towards success. When your mind is geared towards success, you're vibrating at a higher level than others. When you feel that you could be rich, when you feel that you're a positive person and you want to spread that positivity around, you want to spread that joy around, you want to spread that love around, there are people who are going to feel some type of way about that because they're empty inside and they don't possess that light. And what that's going to cause them to do is resent you, hate you, have disdain for you, try to get you canceled, try to get you kicked out, try to get you removed off the premises, all because the attention shifted from them to you. So with people like that, with negative people like that, with wolves in sheep's clothing like that, you have to count your blessings when you can have some time to yourself to reflect, to recollect, to think, to absorb, God's good earth, his sun, his beach, the ocean, all this stuff. Somebody commented on one of my live streams the other day and said I was out by the side of the road. No, I don't know how you confuse peaceful waves for traffic. Maybe because it sounded like cars were driving past me, I don't know, but I was definitely by the beach just like I am now. All right, so happiness is a choice, prosperity is a choice, success is a choice. Wanting to dream big and do more and have more than you currently have now is a choice. But you have to go through a process of being alone, spending some time alone, figuring some things out, learning who you are, what your values are, what your morals are, what you want to become, what you will accept, and what you won't accept. It's better to be by yourself than to accept harmful, negative behavior from groups of people or anyone in general that doesn't want to change or that doesn't want to configure the way that they behave towards you. All right. So if you have people at your job, family members, significant others, friends, all right, groups of friends, and you feel alone while you're around people, what's the difference between that time and the time that you have by yourself? Everybody's looking for something, but they're trying to find it outside of themselves. The person that knows how to be alone knows how to find their own peace. The person that knows how to be alone knows how to find their own joy. The person that knows how to be alone knows how to find their own peace, their own happiness, their own love for themselves. You can't have love for other people until you have love for yourself. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They're looking for things outside of themselves that they could only find within themselves. All right? So when you are able to enjoy your time alone, you were able to come across something within yourself and find something within yourself, that peace, that happiness, that joy, that love for you and the time that you spend with yourself. You were able to conquer the darkness within. You were able to conquer the negativity within. You were able to conquer and triumph over feeling one way, so that way you could feel better. That way you could look at the situation from a different point of view. And alone time is grown time. It's time where you grow. It's time where you become grown. It's time where you can process your thoughts and think about how you want your life to go. Think about how you want things to be. So use that time alone, not just to sit there and sulk, or sit there and, oh, everybody else has somebody, or, oh, they have friends and I don't, or, oh, people are able to go out Friday night. If you can go out and you can't even do what you want to do, or if you can be around people and you can't even have the type of fun that you want, or if you're around people and they're not even the people you want to be around, they're not even doing the things you want to do, then what fun is that for you? All right, what joy do you get out of a half-assed life, a half-assed relationship, a half-assed friendship, a half-assed job, a half-assed fake friend? What do you get out of that? If people are fake, you can go be real all by yourself. All right, if somebody isn't creating the vibe, creating the energy, creating what you want, then guess what? You can go chill. But most people can't stand to be alone. Most people can't go through that process of not having others around. Most people can't go through that process of not having anybody to talk to. There are people who have to talk to someone. All right, there's been days where I've gone through my life where I haven't talked to a single person, except for when I went outside or went to the store or had to go for a walk or something to clear my mind. It's good to talk to people. It's good to reach out. It's good to stay in contact with people. You don't want to not talk to anyone or not have anyone. But if you don't, it's better to be by yourself and be happy and be peaceful and feel good about your life and feel good about your situation and feel good about the way things are going than to try to mesh yourself with groups of people or individuals or people at your job or family members who hold different values than you do. It's better to be by yourself than to be around gossipers. It's better to be by yourself than to be around people who aren't true, people who aren't real, people who think one thing about you, feel one way about you, but to your face present a different form of themselves. That's a shapeshifter. somebody that comes around you with happiness and joy and all this stuff, but then behind closed doors, behind your back, they're talking about you like a dog to everyone, to the other people in your family, to the other friends in your social group, to the other co-workers at your job. So if other people aren't really cool with you like that, and you notice that, which I know you do, it's okay. You don't have to fit in. Don't force yourself to fit in with others. Get in where you fit in. Even if it's some time alone by yourself, even if you gotta fit in with the animals, even if you gotta fit in with the sand, even if you gotta fit in with the birds, all right, even if you gotta fit in with the water, fit in with nature, fit in with the trees, whatever. Do something that you love to do. And don't wait for somebody else to join you. Don't wait for someone else to try to make it better or to make it more fun. It's really great to have people in your life that you enjoy, that you cherish, that are cool, all right, that you have love for, that make things better for you, make things more enjoyable. It's cool to have that. But if you don't sit there and think that you're boring. Don't sit there and think negative things about yourself. Don't sit there and complain or feel like you're a victim or whine or think that you can't have friends or think that there's nobody out there for you or think that you're broken or you're not good enough or there's something wrong with you. Don't think or feel that. Enjoy that alone time. Build yourself into who you're supposed to be, and then you'll attract what you want. And then whatever you don't want, you can cast it to the side. You can cast it away. You can cut it off. You can not have those people in your life anymore. Just because you work with people doesn't mean you need to make them your friend. They're just associates. Just because you live around people doesn't mean that you need to divulge all your information, all your time, all your energy. Give them a head nod, say hello, keep it moving. People ask you a question, don't tell them more than they're supposed to know. They ask you a question, you answer the question. Don't tell people your personal business. Don't tell people what's going on with you just because you need someone to talk to. Don't tell people sad stories. Don't try to make people feel bad for you. Don't try to make people feel like they need to do something for you because things are just so bad for you. Don't do that. You're stronger than that, and you're better than that. You're not that weak. You're strong. Bible says, let the weak say, I am strong. You need to say, I am strong in this area of my life. I am strong when I am alone, even when I'm not around anyone. And to keep it real, you have God in your life. You have Christ in your life. And I know some people still feel alone, but the thing is they're looking at God and Christ as something being outside of themselves. If you tap in and feel the Holy Spirit within you, your Holy Spirit, all right, you feel the presence of God within you, then you're never alone. All right, you have to come at peace with yourself and accept your situation. All right, and you have to just be grateful. All right, you have to count your blessings. And I know that sounds cliche. I know that sounds, oh, count your blessings, oh, this, that, and the other. You can find things to be happy about and feel good about even when nothing is going on in your life. You may feel you have no money. You may feel you have no motion. You may feel you have no success. You may feel you have no friends, no this, no that, no buddies, no one to talk to, no one that can relate to you. If you can find things to appreciate, you'll be appreciative. You'll appreciate your life. I don't care if all you can appreciate is the chair you have in your bedroom and give thanks for the person, even though you don't know them, who built it. You know, it took someone to build that chair. Someone had to take their time, screw these screws in, put this together, manufacture this, come up with the plan, come up with the blueprint for me to be able to have this chair or sit in this. I'm grateful. If that's all you can be grateful for, guess what? That's one thought, one step, one feeling in the right direction that's going to change the way you look at your life. If you can find one thing to be grateful for, you can find more things to be grateful for. But the thing is, we feel that we don't have enough, or we feel that we're in lack, or we feel our lives aren't better than others or those around us, or some celebrity or some famous person or somebody that we see on social media. And we get to down on ourselves. Oh, things would be better if I had this amount of money. Oh, things would, and that amount of money is coming. All right, things would be better if I had this. Things would be better if I had that. You could find someone who thought things would be better if they had more, and they'll tell you. This is why it's important to listen to people who have been on the same journey as yourself and who have reached a level of success, because they'll tell you that all those things mean nothing. All the external things mean nothing. You know, they say money can't buy happiness, and I know everybody want to find out for themselves, all right? But it can in a way, but it can't. Money can buy things that can allow you to enjoy your life if you know what you like. You may like a house on the hill. You may like a house out in the middle of nowhere. You may like a beachfront property. If that's what you like, then, and that's what you want to experience, and you know that would make you happy, buying that and doing that will create a space for you to discover that happiness that lies within you. But if you're unhappy and you know what, I see other people doing this, I'm gonna go do this myself, then I'll be happy. That's fake happiness. That's not real happiness. You're not being genuine to yourself. You're lying to yourself. So the reason why a lot of people aren't okay with themselves and being alone is because they don't know what true happiness is. True happiness isn't being around other people and faking smiles and laughs and carrying on. True happiness is being able to find it within yourself, whether you're with people or whether you're by yourself, and being able to find that happiness within others, not outside of yourself. That new car, if you like it, if you like to drive it, if it's classic, if it's the model, the make, the shape, the build you like, your dream car, you may like that. It may bring you a level of happiness. But if you're unhappy inside of yourself and you don't feel good about yourself, you don't like the way you look, you don't like the way you think, you don't like the way you interact with people, the way you treat people, the way you feel about yourself, you don't like the way certain things are going in your life, no amount of money is going to fix that unless you go to some psychologist and all they're going to do is charge you $500 an hour to tell you what basically everything that I'm telling you in this video. It's something you have to do with your mind. It's something you have to think, something you have to change, something you have to think in order to change the way you feel. All right, so true happiness lies within yourself. It's not going to be in somebody's boutique, fancy, name brand clothing store. Those things bring temporary happiness. Oh, other people see me balling. Oh, other people see I'm wearing this or driving this or living here, so they're going to know I'm successful. You don't need other people's validation to feel good about you. That's what society makes you think. And when you go against that, or when you don't vibrate on that level, other people can see that and feel that, and sometimes they will even resent that. Other people get pissed off and get upset when they find out that you don't need everything that they've worked for, slaved for, busted their butt for to be happy. A lot of people will do that and still be unhappy. The people who are happy are those who know what they want, those who work towards what they want, those who accept that, you know what, happiness comes from within. I'm not going to find it outside of myself. I have to look deep within myself, correct some things that are causing unhappiness, forgive some people, let some things go, think some different thoughts, do some different things, get some sun, get some exercise, change my diet up. You eat better, you feel better. You dress better, you look better, you take care of yourself, you feel better. But you have to get in the habit of doing these things for yourself. Don't go get your hair done, or don't go make some changes to yourself, or go improve yourself just for somebody else to look at you and be like, oh wow. Do those things for yourself. All right, the people who you're naturally going to interact with and who you're naturally going to meet will just come to you, will just cling to you, all right, will just naturally flow to you, all right? But if you're unhappy, if you're depressed, if you're not feeling good about yourself, you may not be able to even meet them, or if you do, they may not even want to stick around long enough because they don't like what they got to deal with or put up with. So happiness is an inside job, all right? Love, feeling good about yourself is an inside job. Success is an inside job. Mental health is an inside job. You have to work on yourself, take care of yourself, and make sure you're okay and of a sound mind. So that way you can go through life, whether you're alone, whether you're with other people, whether you're going through something and somebody is there for you, or whether you're going through something and nobody's there for you. You're going to be able to discover a level within yourself that you can be at peacefully and feel good about you, feel good about your situation, feel good about your life in general. All right. And that's why when you're born alone, you realize and accept the fact that you're born alone and you're going to die alone. You look at life differently. You look at things differently. You stop looking outside yourself for happiness. You stop looking outside yourself for other people to make you feel good about you, or to make you happy, or to think you need someone's validation or someone's acceptance to enjoy your life, or someone to realize or notice that you're getting it for you to feel like you're getting it, or you're doing it, or you're being it, or you're having it. You don't need anybody else's acceptance. You don't need other people's validation. You don't need to be in some group to enjoy yourself or have a good time. You can have fun all by yourself. And once you realize that, once you start paying attention to yourself, and once you start focusing on yourself, other people are going to start watching you. They're going to realize that you understand something, that you realize something that they can't come to terms with, accept, or haven't found or figured out. This is how you have people who become gurus. This is how you have people who become similar and try to be like Christ, because they went within themselves. They went without the crutch. They went without certain things that people did because they didn't want to go through their rite of passage. All right, you have to go through a rite of passage of being alone and knowing what to do with that time, knowing what to do with your mind. There are people who are by themselves right now thinking some of the worst thoughts possible. They'll never this, they'll never that, never, 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 never. It hasn't happened yet, it won't happen yet. I don't have it, I'll never have it. Those are some of the most harsh things that you can say to yourself, because if you do, you're planting that seed in your mind. And if there's something that you want, and you told yourself years ago, or you made it concrete in your mind, that belief that you can't have it and somebody else can, that's why you're unhappy. You're expecting something that you truly don't believe that you can have, and somewhere in your mind you planted a seed that it wasn't for you. You never get it. It can't come to you. You can't have it, and you made that real. And people are looking for happiness. People are looking for joy. People are looking for success in others. People are looking for somebody else's compliment. People are looking for somebody else's validation. People are looking for somebody else to notice them. You don't need that. All you need to do is realize and accept the fact that happiness comes from within, joy comes from within, peace comes from within. And once you realize these things, once you accept that if you're alone and you're anxious, I can work on myself, I can work on my mind, I can feel different about my situation in my life, and I can enjoy my life. I don't need people in my life to enjoy it. I don't need anybody else's validation to feel that I'm successful, or to that I'm going somewhere in life. I don't need that. You're born alone, you're going to die alone. Validate yourself. Do things to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror. Don't get your hair cut for that girl, all right? Don't go work out for other people to like the way you look, or to compliment you, or to say something different about your appearance. Don't work out or change your diet for other people to feel differently about you, because you're still going to be unhappy. You have to find things about yourself that you like about yourself, within yourself, that will allow yourself to not give a damn about what other people have to say or think about you. That's just that. And you won't feel good about yourself until you do. You won't be able to feel happy until you do. All right, comparison is the thief of joy. You have people who should be not comparing themselves to others, because you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else. People have different lives, different struggles, different things they have to overcome. We all have struggle. We all have to overcome something. We all have to battle something. We all have challenges, difficulties, negative thoughts, negative ideas. We all have one thing about ourselves, or something about ourselves that we need to fix, or that we don't like, or that we'd like to change. Don't worry about other people's acceptance. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept where you're at, and accept what you have to do to change that, and stay with it. Stay disciplined. Don't expect changes right away. Don't expect things to happen overnight. Don't expect to make something happen as immediately as you may want it to. All right, and if it doesn't happen that way, you don't have to feel any type of way about it. Other people are so worried about other people's reaction or how somebody else feels about them that they can't even love themselves or feel good about themselves or be happy about themselves or their situation. They need somebody else. They want somebody else. You're not, if you think somebody else is going to come into your life and make you happy just because they're there, you're looking for happiness in all the wrong places. All right, if you think somebody is going to, something somebody says or thinks or somebody's opinion or anything somebody else can do is going to make you feel different about your situation, you're in for a rude awakening. Because those things can only come from who? They can only come from you. They can only come from within yourself, within your own mind. All right, so don't look for other people to please you. Don't look for other people to make you happy. You have to do that. That's your job. All right, happiness is an inside job. Even if you're in, you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, your family. Don't expect the person you're in a relationship with to make you happy. Don't expect your family to make you happy. Don't expect that job to make you happy or financially successful. Don't expect anything from anyone other than God and yourself. That's it. The only thing you can expect from someone is for them to be themselves and be who they are. And if you're going to try and change someone, change yourself. If you're going to try to change the way somebody feels about you, you change the way you feel about you. Do some things that will allow you to feel better about yourself on the day-to-day basis, on a daily basis. So much so that you're not looking outside of yourself for someone else's opinion or validation or input. And once you begin to do that, it doesn't matter what level you're on, you'll begin to attract someone. Someone will be interested. Oh, I like what you're doing. What business are you trying to start? Oh, you look nice. I see, you know, you're making some improvements. You look great. I like the way you take care of yourself. You don't even have to be all the way there yet. People notice things. People like determination. People like a lot of things about you that you may not even be aware of. Not everything has to be external. There are people who will like you for who you are, for your internal qualities that you have about yourself. Not everything has to be on the outside for somebody to notice it or see it or feel a certain way about you or like you because of it or think you're cool or interesting or want to be your friend because of it. Somebody may like the way you enjoy yourself. Somebody may like the way you chill at the beach. Somebody may like the way you jog, the way you run, the way you dress, the way you don't have to be around people all the time, the way you don't always have to be up in somebody's face all the time. All right, people value things like that. If you find a way to value yourself, the universe will bring people into your life who will feel the same way. All right, you're born alone. And you're going to die alone. Not to scare you, not to be somber, not to sound like this is a funeral or to make you be unhappy. It's just a harsh truth that once you accept it, you'll never reject it. You'll always be able to come to a place within yourself to where you can feel good without having to count on anyone or anything outside of yourself. No amount of money, no house, no car, no job opportunity. All right, everybody says money can't buy people say money can't buy happiness, but everybody wants to find out for themselves. All right, don't look for things outside yourself to make you happy. Find happiness within yourself, and then when you get things that you're happy that you have, you'll be able to enjoy them even more. All right, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. Enjoy yourself. We out.